Hello and welcome back to Dead Cells, where we've got a blood sword and another whip. Another whip, but the blood sword isn't bad, so that is okay. And again, you know, I'm not caring too much about time. Yeah, we'll go quick, but at the same time, secrets. We will just blast through and look for gold swords at the same time, so we can maximise the best of both worlds. So these are the official channels. If you're seeing it elsewhere, someone has stolen my content, and you should let me know. I see that grenade, because it would only be polite to do so. Right, so lore room, no secrets, just basic lores. It's an unfinished lore room, you say? All that money. Did we get it, or did it just go on the ground? I don't know. Some HP that we don't need. HP source, I would never say no to. No, HP source, can we have an HP source, like foods, item, like ridiculous sauce and silly mean things? That'd be interesting. I was not expecting you there, mate, because the door is now open. It kind of took me by surprise. Send supplies. It was smart to be red, to be honest, because we got so many red items. Again, you know, maybe I should, if we're going for, you know, hoping for gold stuff anyway, what's a gold bow? I mean, yeah, I use purple skill at the same time, so I guess that's why I do that. But if we've got a red skill, so why not? Like, you know, I expected him to be dead there. I expected that grenade to kill him. Why not pivot into a different colour? Okay, was there anything up there? I don't think there was. That would normally kill someone when you knock them off the ledge that high. I do see this path. Guess it's just a quicker path, you know, if you want to make a quicker getaway. We got the cell, thankfully. I was like, is that stuff going to stay up there and am I going to have to go back up to get it? But it did follow me, so I didn't have to. Clutch grenade use to roll out of there at the same time. Okay. So the toxic sewers is where we are going. I mean, we're not really leveled up for it at all. But again, you know, it's like you can only get 2 scrolls anyway. So I see that Ivy grenade. Fill Ivy. We'll go collect on his bounty. It will be very useful. Ha! You thought you were the one getting the jump on me? No. Could you actually use the grenades? I was clicking like 6 times. This levels up with purple, so it's ideal for us. Okay, so 2 minutes 35. We could have maybe got a time door. There is a bow, I do see, which, you know, we do like bows. And actually, I should be smart, you know, vary up the runs and go back and get my native bow. I know you were maybe thinking, what's he going to do? Is he actually going to buy that bow? Yeah. I'm actually going to go to the secret starting kit bow and, you know, just take that. I just saw the secret. I just wanted to have a peek up here first, and it is something that we're going to have to get. Being cursed on the first floor wouldn't be the worst. The worst of the curse is the one that is not cursed. What the fuck am I on about there? I just, you know, I heard that it started sounding like it was rhyming and embraced it. And was like, yeah, let's make a really stupid super rhyme. There's nothing there. There is some treasure there somehow. So we will go investigate. Bow. Bow. Wolf trap. Even better. Okay, goodbye grenades. Only 190 quid, but wolf trap is very good. Right, let's go back. It's what going to cost us a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially it's going to be like 8 extra seconds, but you know, it's still a lot more time for you. Okay, bow. Goodbye Velmont's whip. Or an electric whip, it's just a basic one. Bow's going to be much better for us. It's going to be a lot more useful. We could go do the daily again, but we're in a reasonable position for that actually, so you know, who cares? Who cares at all? The last video had the daily score, by the way. So I don't know how far into the day we are, but it seems pretty far into the daily day. So, you know, it's not like I'm doing this first thing in the morning. It's like, what, 7 PM? So it's pretty late in the day, to be honest. Okay, so we'll start getting that Ripper. She's a Ripper, mate. And then we'll go extra HP to keep us alive. We'll refill our health. Yes, I'm going to vary up my methods of saying the energy that we have to keep ourselves sustained. Just to meme it up a bit. Many believe the sewers were a path to freedom. No one ever made it out the other side, apart from me. Like, I've been out the other side a million times. The runs where we die in the sewers are the embarrassing ones. Like, that's not, you know, what's meant to happen. Like, also, we can sit down and shoot, which is, like, the ideal thing that's required. Okay, so we've got double lockdown. Was the guy jumping at me? I was like, why did I get hit there? He dove in the poison and, you know, he used camouflage. He coated himself in poison and just dove it. And I was like, what the hell happened there? Okay. Don't just sit and... You saw that I ducked under that. You saw that it hit the wall, right? And then I used the health potion and it killed me. He stood up, cut his neck on the arrow that remained in the wall. Okay, so that calls for a speed run. Right, let's do a speed toxic. Let's just speed through and do a speed toxic. I mean, you know, if I'm being smart, I should have took the bow there. But we got about it. Oof, it's like I almost don't want to do a speed run now because we got a bow. Cake. Well, we don't actually need to eat it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when you get given something really good, I can't. Okay, let's partially speed. Let's just clear out the floor, grab everything, whilst at the same time not fight enemies unless we really have to. So it's like, do daily meta. Only attack the things that really get annoying and in the way. There's an elite here. We can take him out. We're in a reasonable position to take him out. You know, sure we haven't got some elite shield above. We haven't really got the equipment to be doing it. Stop using your bow, trying to backstab him with your bow. That's not smart. He's not the enemy that we really want to be taking on. Okay, we had to get the stun on him. Worth it though. I mean, literally worth it. There is secrets there. There are things to be had, so if we can get a teleporter and teleport back up there. This is just lore. We've got a bag. What do you have? You have money. Not worth. Okay, so 2 minutes, not again really ideal, and you know, it's like we're doing a speedy run, but it's not going to get us anything extra special because at the same time, you know, we've already had a reasonably long run in the day, right? So I was going back up there to go check out that. It is a route, it's the route to the exit, it's the route to the toxic sewers, so we've got both of the scrolls in this floor, so we can afford to actually leave. There would be very little point to staying further. Because again, the equipment that we can get other than a gold thing is not really going to be ideal equipment, so there's no point to it, I guess. We're maybe too slow for the toxic sewers. 1 minute 36 doesn't seem the worst. But maybe we're in time. Maybe we are quick enough to do it. Okay, and also, the Ripper. Velocity isn't good, bleeding on poisons, after being wounded. That's not the worst. That could be really good for bosses, to be honest. Right. So we're going to take the dead inside to begin with. I don't know how many scrolls there are on the toxic sewers. I already know that Northern Ireland said so many times, the first floor only has 2 scrolls, and then that's what I learned, you know. It's like, there's that many scrolls in that floor, and I'm not going to sit with the wiki open. It's like, no, that's not a fun way of playing a game at all. Sitting with the wiki and all the knowledge in the universe. Okay. So we got the time door with money and a scroll. So we got a scroll out of this. Would be smart to put it into something different, and there's no teleport to get back out of there, so we do actually waste time being in there, so, you know, it's not like it freezes time for us. Okay. Right, so we'll do the run through sort of meta again, you know, just kill what we have to, and then the next floor we will start to take it slow again, because, you know, it's like, that's just going to be the smartest way of playing it. Although, really, I should run past that floor as well, because we were technically already on that floor. So if we run past there, okay, nothing for us in there. And then once we're past that floor, which may cause us problems, you know, we're golden. And then we're good to play properly, in my opinion. We can start playing properly and farming for gold gear and everything good in the world from that point onwards. So we're not missing on anything now other than a bath in the poison, maybe. Well, I mean, we will take on the we could have used like some extra gear, which don't put much out. So that was the worst wasted grenade in the world. So, I mean, if we had Ripper, we'd be ripping it out and causing a lot of damage like that. So we got an extra level in green. It's less damage overall. I considered keeping the one with the damage from projectiles reduced, which would have been pretty good. Okay, so we can just gun coil everywhere now. There is a sword in there. I'm guessing it might be down that little area that we haven't quite fully explored there, and an extra sword might not be the worst. So I'm actually going to get that. It's definitely not on the left. So we'll just have a peek down at that bottom. Seems like not the case. So that was a bit of a waste of a few seconds, but again, you know, it's not the end of the world to waste a little time circle jumping back around. Okay, so it must be just further inwards. 3 minutes 40, I don't know what the next floor's time gate is, but we will surely, I mean, we've ran through everything, there's surely got to be the opportunities to grab it. Don't, you know, just ignore that. I was going to leave it, but then it's like, well, at the same time, if you can kill something quickly and it's already half dead, you might as well finish it off. Yes. Okay, so it's a purple swords. This is suddenly a good run. Right, so that couldn't be sold, so there's no point in doing that. Okay. So purple level sword means we are right to ignore reds. Right into reach here. We're right into ignore reds. Okay, so this is the ancient sewers. We're going to have a quick look around for some more scrolls because we haven't really got the levels out of it, and it's like, you know, surely we're miles ahead of the time goal by now, right? And that paid off already. Okay, so we're going to put everything into purple because we're purple monople with the swords. Okay. I'm just taking care of them because that thing that was flying at me was a concern. Okay. Right, so we can just jump over everything. Nope. Damn it. Okay, don't be afraid to heal. But don't let the guy get you whilst you're healing. Okay. Got an extra level, so pretty good. Did we crit with the backstabs on the arrows? Okay. Had to take care of that before he popped on me. Just a shop. Let's pop in the shop whilst we look around. There is a thing there. We could get a bow, but again, you know, we're not wasting money on this floor. We're definitely not wasting money on this floor. We've got a good bow. It's a pretty good bow. It's an assassin's dagger. It does critical hit on the back. It's not the worst, but we got a good sword out of it at the moment, so that's nice that it's paused for us. Okay. What have we got going on? Nothing over here, so we'll just run away! Run away! Run, children, run for your life! The nice arrow backwards. Well, we got it pay gated or not. I will put one in red because it's more HP. the HP source is going to be the best. Okay, so we've got another thing. I don't know why I was waiting for it to drop on the floor there for a second. Okay. Wow, can't believe he got a hit on me. Right, teleport through, see what we've got going on here. It's a grenade, we will just sell it, it's not really worth it all for us. Okay. The ferocity of the ferociousness of the fluorescent candle is for us not the greatest thing in the world, right? So it's time pause whilst we're in here. We might as well look. Because there can be things in these. Wait. Crate of weapons clearly has something. Ooh. Ooh. Let's replace the grenades with a purple skill. I mean, again, you know, we don't really need to read all of this. I would like so much for there to be one of these gigantic worm bosses down here, like more than the super elite. It would be ridiculously hard. Whatever this thing's pretty obvious that it grew. Or a giant biter. A gigantic biter boss would also be pretty ridiculous and, you know, fun to take on. Okay. So obviously we could have got out of there to the exit. We don't need to concern ourselves too much, right? There's still paths that we haven't explored. I'm looking for all of the scrolls. I will not leave the floor without all of the scrolls. You know, as much as we did good in our timed run before, where we did actually get to the final boss, embarrassingly. And it seems like we're kind of geared out for it again. So, you know, even though we are rushing past everything in the early instances, it's kind of paying off, which is not really going for me for suggesting that we shouldn't be. Tempting. I mean, I kinda should. Right, there's still that path that we haven't got. We've left so many enemies, but there's going to be easy enemies that we can take out. At the same time, we would have totally been dead. What am I doing here? Why am I leaving them with, like, partial HP? It's almost as though we shouldn't be taking out the easy enemies like that. It's almost as though he's considering getting the cursed ore in what would be stupid, because we're in toxic sewers. And, you know, we could so easily die to toxic. It's a fucking shield. Okay. So all we have to do is defeat 10 enemies. This should not be hard. Okay. It's going to be slower. And, you know, we're not going for the time at all here. I know there are enemies like that. Bring me all my ammo back. Okay. Scary to consider jumping down there. Okay. Right. Taking care of business. Don't fall into the toxic. Right, that's just a shot. That's not anything interesting. Okay. Nope. Right, I kind of want to get the drop on him as well, so it's like we don't want him to be looking our way. That was the most concerning ball because they can just pop so quickly. Okay. We are sort of line stratting it and being like pathetic. But one more enemy. We got an extra level out of it, so it's not like it's the worst thing to have done. Boom! Okay, so we got the curse lifted. That really slowed us down as well. Okay, so let's go to the ancient sewers, and again we'll rush through this, and maybe we can get a time door still. Who knows? In 8 minutes, I feel like 8 minutes would have been the time door. It's like it does feel slow. At last, a little rest. Does that suggest, does it sort of get the idea, you know, that we ran through the first floor and then, you know, kind of slowed down a bit there, and it's like, a little rest. We got a lot of cells there. That was pretty good. Okay, so we didn't really need our HP, which means, I mean, I might as well use the support if we're going to rush through this rather than, you know, fight. Then it's just smart to do that. Still try to go for the 4. I kind of know that we can't, but I want there to be the opportunity to get a 4. Mold everywhere, spores floating in the fetid air. Perfectly welcoming ecosystem, clearly. It's YouTube comments. Ha ha ha. Or Twitch. Not Twitch. Twitter. Fucking Twitter people. Okay. Well, I mean, we might be smart to take out the mushrooms. Because the mushrooms do sort of have a very, very long range that they can follow you with that bullshit. Okay, literally nothing there. I mean, I might as well finish them off. You know, get some advantage out of that. Okay, anything up here does not compute as to whether there will be. There is not. Okay. So yeah, it just feels like we play not to fight everything because it's way too easy to, you know, especially with this amount of heals, to just get through the entire level and not be dead. If we don't play stupid with the traps. Why is this such a fucking long trap route? It's like the trap route of the century. Maybe the game adapted. It's like, you're running. You're running past everything. Let's just... Yeah, this is a lore room, but there may be stuff in it. Okay. It's a bonfire! Campfire was abandoned by an earlier visit. I'm sure it couldn't hurt to take a little rest. Level up! Something's changed. The enemies have all respawned. Words written on the wall. Get good, son! Yeah, must be some sort of incantation. Literally dead cells and YouTube comments. The guy in armour, he's been dead for a while. Ooh. I want that sword though. It's not purple. It's only one extra level. Purple's gonna scale better for us, right? Better to stick to the purple. Sorry, dead cells, man. Where's me Estus? Ooh, hello. We recovered the soul. Lol. We recovered all of our gear. Maybe. Is it because we died in the toxic sewers? Is it like a special event that you only get if you die in the toxic sewers and like if you return on the next one? Oh, it's double mushrooms. That's what's causing it. Is that what that is? If you die in the toxic sewers, you get that very significant special event. No one has anything that I could see in their heads. There's no gold stars, so you know we're not missing out on any scrolls. This is literally, we know you're running through the game. We're going to give you a million traps rather than enemies. The game knows. Sorry for the slobber coming out there. The game does in fact know. We're not going to kill him because actually that will just cause us more problems with... Get that. I didn't want you to double stomp, but I wanted you to actually progress through. It's giving me like level design that's anti-running through the level. Very much so, which wasn't the case previously. It's like it was giving me enemies before, right. Could we... How did I recover so much HP? I felt like we lost more than that there. Which is why I was considering Estusing! Using my flask. I wonder, would that give me my full flask back? Would it refill my Estus, essentially? Because resting at the bonfire does refill your Estus. I feel like that would be the case. In which case it's a really special effect, because, you know, if it refills your Estus, easy. Very easy, right? 10% dodging plants bomb and gold as well as the cell. We don't really care about flammable oil. We're not fire We're not from the Fire Nation. Another meme. Okay, is this the path that we want to go to conjunctivitis? Maybe? Nothing secret hidden? Had to look. I do feel like maybe this is conjunctivitis. Also, why did I do that? Was there no time door? Maybe you just don't get a time door on the toxic sewers. Which is interesting. Okay. I see that scroll there. Must be this way. Well, next floor, I guess. You know, if there is a time door, we will get it. But it's conjunctivitis, right? Conjunctivitis won't have a time door. Okay. I saw all of the issues coming at us there and was like, nope. But I'm still going to go this way. Don't, you know, try to grab the ledge first. That was awkward again. You were supposed to be on my side, not grabbing the ledge. Okay. Greed shields we do not care about at all, so we're not going to go up that trap route either. Okay, is this an exit? I can't say is this without thinking of that stupid ass name now. Because of what? Colony? No, that's not allowed. Right. They are getting the drop on me way too many times here. They are definitely getting way too many drops on me. I'm feeling like super off there as a result. And just pop everyone. We can afford to. We wasted money on cells. Like that's the worst thing. We're rushing through and we wasted our money on cells. Right. There's going to be a million of those things coming after me. Where are they? They're very slow at coming. That's why I fought down there. I was like, I know that those things are flying down, so only one of them. I thought we had more of them following me. Okay. Pop! You do not get to do that this time. Okay. Is there anything down there? No. This is just a item. It's a bow. It's an infantry bow, a much better one, so I will take it. We cannot sell that item, we started with it. Right, so an infantry bow 4. Bong. Good. This is bad. This is like the worst, actually. It's like biters and bombers and that thing. Twin damage, I mean, our Frantic Sword 2, just because it's purple, is a million times better. So until we get a gold level sword, until we get the gold level, we're not getting anything out of it. Okay, so this is maybe the exit to conjunctivitis. The insufferable crypts. I mean, we've got to take it back down, unfortunately. Apparently you can grab the wall rather than, you know, embrace the jump. Right, so he will die on his own accords. I need to explore for the maximised scrolls just before we go to the crypts. Right, that's just a shop, that's nothing. Okay, because again, time doors aren't seeming to matter, so, you know, who cares. There are routes, there's a grenade. Don't really care about the grenade, but we might as well explore what we can. And I'll pop you, and then you'll just die of your own accord. That's how you get that. I was like, how come we can't get in there? It's a powerful green grenade. Not the worst. Okay, so again, you know, we could go bow and endless quiver. Okay, burning and poison. In we're level 4, that would be level 4 plus, so it's not any higher than what we've got. So, you know, if it was a level higher, I'd have considered it. But we can just upgrade this to plus quality anyway, so it's like, it's not fun. You watch this be the time door now and be like, nope. I don't feel like there is a time door on this floor. Right. Let's just get through as quick as we can. Have we missed any scrolls over there? Nope. So we might as well, in fact, just rolling and finished him off. That guy maybe needs to die. In fact, 100% definitely needs to die before he kills us. Just, you know, man mode over all of that. We've got a good damage though. That's that's what matters. We are suddenly in the right damage area. There's nothing there, nothing there. There's a whole area over there, so I mean, we have to actually explore that. Yeah, there is a route down. I see the chain. Okay, and there was a scroll. Perfect. Okay, we're going to put it in green. Shit. Well, I mean, to just all die. We're out of... Why was my bow not working? I thought we were out of ammo, but apparently we weren't. But my bow just refused to work. Okay. So we spawned a few more things, but, you know, big deal. Everything dies easily. Okay, so now it's time for conjunctivitis, then the graveyards. We should be able to get to the graveyards. Or is there another level between? No, it's the insufferable crypt. That is the right area. Okay, let's go. You didn't die to the poison, so I'll just finish you off. We got some reasonable money, but not really great. 16 minutes, you know, we're speeding ahead of what we would have been, but we wasted so much time. So much extra time that we didn't need to lose, so this is unlikely turns up on Daily Motion. Well, sharpened blade cuts deeper, and here's where I hope that I didn't stop the recording and then play on and just forget. Because that would be stupid. Okay, so a lot of DPS, sadism, running speed, reduces the curse, or you know, gets extra HP if you reduce the curse. If there was no enemy near you, after a parry we're not using ice bows, explosive crossbows. Marks the enemy, who then takes, if the mark spreads. That's not the worst. We'll put a lot into that, and we'll get one of those. It's also a red crossbow, so we could also think about, you know, going red meta. Okay, so that's just Frantic Sword 2. This is a 4, so I'm going to put that to a plus. It's worth it. It's level 2, that's level 2, so it's not really worth it. What did we get on our thing? We got shots pierce the first and shoots an arrow. Pretty good. Okay. Support and Ripper? I kind of like the idea of that. We're not going to go for the extra HP recovery this time. We're going to go support Ripper and just melt everything and kill it. I feel like that's a good idea. And it gets our arrows back as well, so we've got a strong bow that we can just rip out the arrows and cause extra damage to as well. On the boss, nonetheless. Conjunctivitis. Do we have a trapping ability? We do not. Clutch dodge. I wanted to actually rip out the arrows out of you. He's invulnerable, which is a bit awkward, so we can't actually rip them out of him. So as much as I would like to rip out the arrows right now we can start ripping some arrows, yes. And the rip literally did rip that enemy asunder. Ooh, I like the rip. That's pretty spicy. Yes, the ripping is good. Okay, we hit him with the upwards arrow rather than the good arrow. Okay. No escape for you, conjunctivitis. Perfect heal timing, yes. That's bad. Rip them out. Rip them out. If you actually attack it. That would help if you could actually hit them. What's causing them to burn? Something is making them burn. Just rip out the arrows. Very good. That was not what you meant to do. You were meant to attack me rather than that. Easy conjunctivitis fight. Okay, don't let the arrows stay. I'm trying to heal. I'm doing it wrong with the wrong button. No stress, no panic. Shit, I'm going too much on the rip meta. Okay. We got him. We have got him. We got him so hard that he doesn't know what's coming. Pop, rip that arrow out of him. Rip it out of his ass. Okay, that was a bad hit. I want to rip out some arrows, mate. I need to rip these arrows out of your mobs. Actually. Could you let me rip out the arrows? I want to reclaim my ripped arrows. Well, I guess they're too fast for that now. Way too fast to rip out arrows. Although, we got an arrow back. Shit. Okay. Don't fluff it now. Yes, the rip. Okay. Just heal. Just heal. We've got a million heals. It's not terrible to heal. And then rip his eye out with the final hits. Let's go. Official channels, in case I never showed on this one, in case we're hopefully still recording. Because that would be super shit, you know, with sandals. Of all the gold is that you can give me, oof, the curse sword, no. The sandals are not what we wanted. Okay, so here's where we go to the graveyard. Yes, time to leave. Perfect. Okay, passage to the graveyard. What do you have for me here? So it's time to start fighting everything properly, right? So we could Geordie LaForge anything, but we have higher level things. We didn't pick up the shits thing, right? So we put it all into that. Good to go. We give you the curse sword thing. And you have no more upgrades for me. I like the Ripper, it's really good. Okay. So let's go to the graveyards. Here's where we just slow down and play. Play, play, play. The lost villagers came to pay respects to their loved ones. The current population of the villagers has a different relationship with the graveyards because it's full of enemies. Okay, so clearly there's a path here. We got an achievement for that. Right, so secrets up here. You know, we've got to check, even though it'll take 6 years to dive up there. There's no stopping me. Nothing like spikes, it says, as there are spikes. But the fact that there are spikes like that kind of makes me think maybe there are hidden secrets up there. Maybe if you've got like a super way of jumping that you could get around that. Or, you know, some sort of special skill that allows you. That was super bad. Careful of the spikes. Okay, learnt. Timed it. 40 seconds ago! On a time door on the graveyards. You know, it's like, it's a late game time door. I guess if you're chasing time doors, then, you know where to go. Wow. That kick! He should be a football star. That's some ugly Mothman. I guess it shows that he's infested with those things. At the same time, like, that is one ugly one. The exploders and those, that's too many flying enemies. Okay, the ammo is stuck inside him, so we'll just rip it out of him. Okay, treasure. Are there any other paths to the graveyards? Because, you know, it kind of feels like maybe there should be. Especially with the time door, 40 seconds ago, you know, it's like... Such... If we hadn't gone back for the curse, you know, we would have maybe... I don't know if the extra damage that we did would have made that much of a difference to the time on the boss, maybe it does. But, you know, we could have potentially got that time door. And, you know, it's one of the few runs where I wouldn't be going fast to potentially go for it. Because I'm not a fast runner player, I prefer my playstyle. Like I said, it's just an intricate maze. Any lore, any secrets? No, just a thing. Okay. Some food, good. Okay. Shit, where were you? All these hidden enemies. Not ideal. So there's like 3 types of flying enemies here. Okay, where is it? I need to get rid of these upwards. Okay. I need to get rid of the stink lords. Is his stench is a bit too overpowering. I like that paints the guy. Like, he's literally painted him as a target so that we can see him. They get out of range when they're Deus Ex a bit there. He needs to die. Is the chanting noise coming from him? No, it's just the weather. Because that would be a good way of telling when one of them's nearby, if that chanting noise was there. Although it does seem to have stopped now. Maybe he just chants after death for a bit. You all need to die. You had a level in you and I did not see that. So is there a chance that I've missed some levels earlier? Maybe. The red was more HP, but okay. We don't have a green skill. That's bad. Get out of that. Need to take care of this guy first. Right. Stint Lord's gone. He wasn't chanting. So, you know, what is causing the chanting? There's some area-based chanting to concern ourselves with. That was pretty potato close, to be honest. Okay, you need to die. As we just do it with the bow in the end. Ooh, I like that double shot with the... We ran out of ammo and that's what got me killed there. What is this one of our heads? I wonder. Okay, I can hear sort of chanting starting again. Okay. Little bit of concentration as we don't want to die to the spikes and the traps. Right, so here is a nice little thing. So I believe there's secrets over here, you know, spoilers. I would have looked there anyway myself under native play, but watching Northern Line. So 107 damage. I mean, our cleaver's just better. So I'll stick with what we've got. An ice grenade, not the worst, but we're not grenade meta, it's too slow. It's definitely too slow, right, so let's progress back down. Again, I'm going to fight everything in the hopes for some gold equipment. But if we don't fully clear that room, then who cares? It's like, to a degree, we'll clear everything. Okay. So the path isn't backwards anymore. It's like, when Northern Line played, you had to get a key, go right back to the starter level, and then go into like a sub-level. That seems to be going on. So, you know, it's like, they've completely changed it up for sure. That was potato. Very potato plays. We're getting some HP back, which I do like. I don't know what's causing that. Okay, the king. Okay. Faithful likeness to the king, to the glory of our illustrious leader. Someone added something underneath. We'll skin you alive. Brave and courageous message. YouTube comments, bear that in mind. Someone left a cow's head here. Cow shop. Whoever it was, a bit of an artist. You fully traced the king's coat of arms on the animal's foreheads. Lol, foreheads. You gotta shoot him in the face anytime you get the opportunity. Otherwise you're not playing it right. The spikes were the hidden spikes were scary. They were a scary proposition there. As if I didn't see that. Damn it. Okay, so we're losing way too much health here in this level now. So it might almost be time to just run through, right? So that's more HP. Okay, watch out for the spikes. So concern yourselves with these things. They're coming out of the ground! They are very dangerous. And they are like that, okay. Yeah, you're missing me entirely, mate. Not happening. Not happening at all. It will not happen, I tell you. Okay, so there's a key room. That's the path that we've got to go through, but I'm going to carry on forwards, you know, see what's at the ends. Okay, so there's another key room here, which maybe needs a different key. Ooh, secrets. This door has to be open from somewhere else. Must be the key room. This is a different key. Architect's key. I have no idea where you get an architect's key. Okay. So we can't even get... Unless we find it further down in here. Did you not get me? Okay. Architect's key must be further in the city, here. Damn, you were slow with that attack. Why were you so slow? I rolled when I expected you to. You're in trouble. Just get out. Fucking, you're so fucking in trouble. Okay. We lost a lot of health there. So just run. Just kill this thing. There's still more stinky things. Okay. Right, heal. Heal. Time to heal. There's definitely a hand fight. We should really go back if we want to maximise our chance of getting those gear. Those guys at an advanced level I'm very concerned about. Time to run through. Time to just start running through everything. We can maximise our advantages by, you know, going back for spoils. Well, we've done a fast run so far, we might as well finish it off fast and, you know, just not kill everything. Ooh, of course we're going to put it into purple. Yes, I like the crits, the damage. Also we can just rip and tear out our bow arrows. Don't forget that. You have an arrow in you. My friends, how unfortunate for you. It's almost as though we have a skill that literally goes with us. And does a lot more damage. Okay, I really need some gold gear. That's what we're lacking. This is an Exodus of some sort, maybe? It's a curse. I mean, I know I asked for gold gear, but at the same time, that's a ridiculous proposition to make at this point of the game. To take no damage from everything? No, I don't think that would be happening on this level of enemies. Okay, that's just a ordinary path. What? The Gardener's key? That's got to be the Architect's key, hasn't it? So we need a Gardener's key in here. And I've found the way in. Okay, so if we bring a Gardener's key here, we can get what may be the Architect's key, which maybe only gets us a... This is very deadly. What's over there? I mean, you know balls if you don't go for it. But at the same time, this is a loss of spike balls, right? So we cannot jump that high at all. That's not going to work. Okay. Right. Just have to, you know, expect the timing to work out and then go for it. Right. We got through. We got through. The curses stack. I mean, if we can get 2 curse chests out of it, it's the Forgotten Sepulchre. This feels like backwards progress. I mean, man, Forgotten Sepulchre. That's old. That's old news. Like, heavy crossbow. Infantry bow 5. We're at level 4. Twin daggers 5. Again, if it was a purple force, totally. Okay. So there's got to be a way to get to here from an earlier level, right? I don't know the pathing, but as far as I'm concerned, we could only get there from the toxic sewers. But if we need the Gardener's key, then that's dumb. That's so stupid. What am I doing? Do not be taking on the enemies. Purple, of course. I mean, it's only 1 extra HP percentage, but at the same time, right? At the same time, we could be potentially killing things. And getting a curse lifted, but if it stacks, you know, double chest's worth it. Curse, not really. What was the point in coming over here? Just for the teleport? Okay. Is Forgotten Sepulchre the only exit? Interesting. I don't feel like we got a lot out of this, to be honest. There's a timed gate, which is interesting, and it needs a garden's key, which means that we've got to go the easy route. But I don't know how you get to here from anywhere else, other than the toxic sewers. Okay. So Hokuto's bow, it'll be a level 5. Which might not be the worst. And then, what else are we going to put it in? I'm just going to start putting in Gold Reserves. Hunters wouldn't be the worst thing to get, right? So Hokuto's bow 5. Okay, marks the enemy and spreads it. That sounds good. Okay, so the infantry was pretty good, actually. That's a lot of DPS, damage per second. So, yeah, I think that it's good. And 10% less damage received? Hello. That's less damage to us. Okay. So we'll reforge it to plus. Shoots an arrow upwards, shoots an arrow behind. It's not great. Nothing else is worth upgrading. We've got all your skills. We definitely need this. The Forgotten Sepulchre, again, it's a running through sort of level deal. So, you know, we're going the long way around for sure. And then I think we can just go to the ossuary from this as well. I'm not sure. That might be backwards. But that was an odd route. But there's nothing else there. Yeah. We're not going to ever buy that. Maybe there's an achievement for buying it, but again, it's like... Let's see how late we are. 4 minutes ago. That's not bad, actually. Considering we went... Oh. Considering we went the long way around, it's pretty good. Okay, so we've got a better purple sword now. We not only bleed purple, but we strike purple. Okay. Had to momentarily think about that. The scrolls, though. We'll take whatever gives us the most HP. Considering it's so close, we'll go green. Like we're not on red damage at all. That was dumb. Really, really dumb. Because things are in my light. I don't want you popping my lights whilst I'm exploring. Also, pretty bad idea to be doing this on this level actually, because all of these guys will fucking just stack up. We really need to take care of them, otherwise we're going to have 6 million of them, and that's not a good idea. That was probably the dumbest thing we could do. The arrow is in you. Arrow is within you. You just got to find it within yourself. No, you've got to pull it out because you don't want an arrow stuck in your face. Okay, we got the key already. Nice. I don't know why I'm expecting it to pick up by walking over. I was too sidetracked with concerning myself with whether there's a secret beyond there. And that is not good. We knew there was no secret there, so it was pointless, right? So there's the path to take if we're going fast, which we sort of are, I guess, but we also sort of aren't. Right, we're fishing for gold gear. Let's return to fishing for gold gear, mates. Right, so red gives us the most HP. Okay. Gold gear and scrolls. That's just self. We don't care about that. Right. Literally a wasted journey. Literally wasted. Don't dive onto spikes though, that would be terrible. Shit. Since when were they in the Forgotten Sepulchre? The curse spreading, yes, the curse is spreading. I like it. Okay. Get marked, get cursed. Yes, it on. Okay. So does the mark just, you know, stay from one shot of arrow, or is it because of killing them? That's what I haven't worked out. That's what we need to work out. So bow you, curse the spread. That wasn't near enough, you know, I would have considered him near enough to... We gotta hit. Get the curse on you. the curse isn't spreading. Do we need to kill them with the bow? We're completely missing. That's bad. Okay, so a sinew slides to 5, it's just a better one. Get down there, get refreshed with the lights. Okay, refreshing lights. Tasty. You had the curse spread on you. Why did you have the curse spread on you? It's like you were a million miles from everyone else. And the DPS, you didn't seem to be suffering with DPS. There was a dip in the DPS. Okay, so that's just all level we don't care gear. I mean, you know, essentially we are lower level gear, so it's not the worst, but it also didn't seem like anything I really cared about. Okay. The awkwardness is which path is going to have the most lights. They're all going to have popped. So, you know, going backwards is going to cause us the most issue. But we have to get through. I should have, you know, looked for a teleporter first and then gone an alternative path. It's a smart way of playing. Right, so we've got a scroll. We'll obviously put it in purple. Purple is all of our gear. Dead. Ripped out. We have no ammo. It has 2 ammo. That was probably a bad choice, taking this boat. I did not realise it would have shit ammo. I should have paid attention to the arrow. To the arrow ammo. Because whilst the DPS is only when you hit them as well. Which is... Right, finish this off first. Finish the path, otherwise we're fucked, because the light will be gone. We need that light. Okay. We need the light, otherwise it screws and the path becomes a lot harder. Okay, we got the key. We got the secret. We got the key to go another place. Why was I expecting the light to teleport me away? I don't know. Okay. Back up here. We'll go down now, because, you know, why not? And then we will explore across. Okay. 2 arrows is definitely doomed for us. Get cucked. Not me. Not me! Okay. Scroll. Okay. That thing's coming out. Shit. Okay. Come into the light, my friends. I want to speak to you. I will not speak to you in the darkness. Okay. We've got a route out of here. Okay. Spreading that isn't the worst idea. And ripping... We rip it out so we get our arrows back. So actually, we are kind of in an okay position. I knew it was going to be foods, but I pressed it a bit early. Ripping the arrows out of them. Very good. Okay, just sell that. Right, get off that. I'm trying to heal. Okay. We're not in bad position. It's just a little excessive use, but it's not bad use for the amount of progression that we've made into the level, to be honest. It's like we're in a good position to get through this. It's like we've got through most of the level. I see that there's a path down there. I don't know what that upwards path was. I did not see there. Okay, we obviously already found the key, so we did not have to worry about going back for that. Okay, ripping the arrows out is definitely the meta right now. Don't get injured by just layering his shit in it. Okay, ripping the arrows out is very tasty. Like ripping off a bandage. Okay. We're not going to bother with him. It's like he's... We're only going to semi-speeds through. Right, so that's the clock room. That was done fucking damage. Get popped. It's because I wanted that gold one. Okay, broadswords. I like my frantic sword, but we've got to embrace the golds. It's slow. Let's go with it. I mean, this is literally just for money. It's not even worth going through that. But, you know. Okay. Is there anywhere that we've missed? There is an entire path up there. Okay. I believe the clock room isn't the only way to go. I believe there's another path that isn't the clock room. Law. Research notebook, blah 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 blah. Maybe it's because we went the other way that it's locked off, I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like there should be another path out of here. Okay. I'm trying to do this. Okay. So that's fully explored. That's just the clock room. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Just the time door. Okay. Must just be the clock room. Okay. I will take it. I will take it. Passage to the clock room. The collector will provide you with invaluable assistance if you can reach him. Well, are you the collector, my friends? I don't know. Right. Do you have anything worth getting for 30? An ice bow. Freezes the enemy. Sadist stiletto, Velmont's whip. We don't care about any of those. Phaser. Cannot knife dance. I don't care. Crusher. Heavy turret. The crusher violently crushes anything caught in the area of effect. Sure. It's a purple. Seems like something potentially worth taking at this stage of Crusher 5. Because we've only got a Cleaver 2, you know, it's going to be a lot of extra damage. Increases your movement speed and the swarm of fighters. Okay. And because we've got level 5, so I can upgrade the plus and upgrade the plus, right? So 100% damage to the burning. Victims burn! It's nice. Appropriate meta that balances. Okay. Right. So also we can now... It's not the clock... Is it the clock boss now? Yeah, it's the clock boss, okay. So we should hopefully mince him. We've got a slow sword, which isn't ideal. This is the problem that we face. But we've got a crusher, which I don't know how it works. I don't think I've ever used it. And something that, you know... Nope. I want to rip my arrows out of you. Let me heal. Healing against this guy is probably not the smartest, but you know, I still had to. The arrow stuck in him, so I'll rip him out. Oh, I'm trying to rip out my arrows from you. Also, we sort of did some sort of weird move that. Fuck! We couldn't reuse our skills. Come here, you! Out of nowhere. Oh, I was trying to heal. That was bad. Okay. Get over here! Thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow. Goodbye.